Renee just wants to buy a pair of shoes that fit without drawing attention. When Renee asked the saleswoman for shoes in her size, the employee loudly called out to her co-workers, "Do we have a double-wide shoe?" Then she told Renee that size was only available in the men's section, completely ignoring the embarrassment Renee felt in front of the other customers. Renee quickly says, "I'm just going to take these." She's used to hurtful comments about her body. To cope, she channels her anxiety into her workout, pushing herself hard on the spin bike. Due to her speed and heavy weight, she fell off the bike and her hair got tangled in the wheel until it tore. Then the instructor said, over the microphone, "Someone's down over here." After waking up in the dressing room, Renee realizes she looks completely different. Her arms are slim and flawless, her thighs are toned and firm, and she can even feel her abs through her clothes. When she looks in the mirror, her face is perfect. Beautiful! She doesn't realize that only she can see this change. The staff member looked at Renee with confusion as she kept admiring herself in the mirror, then said, "All right, you're good, Renee." Renee is completely lost in her new confidence. She immediately notices how differently people treat her now. Before, she felt insecure around beautiful women, especially when she saw them getting attention from handsome men. But now, she confidently greets other women she considers equally attractive. When a construction worker whistles at her, she assumes it's because of her looks. If a man holds the door open, she believes it's for her. Chivalry isn't dead after all, Renee said with a smile as the man held the door open. With her newfound confidence, Renee applies for a job at a high-end cosmetics company, a place she once only dreamed of working. She hands in her resume with ease. "I'm applying for the receptionist job." The hiring manager gently suggests she isn't right for the role, but Renee doesn't pick up on the hint. She used to work as an online customer service representative in a basement, so she genuinely wants this public-facing job. Her enthusiasm and honesty catch the attention of the company's CEO, Avery, who notices something different about her. Most receptionists see the job as a stepping stone to modeling, but Renee isn't like that. Renee told the CEO, Avery, "My only real goal is to come here to this office every day and help people feel the same way I feel when I step off that elevator, that this is the only place to be." While other receptionists stay stiff and professional, Renee brings energy and warmth to the role. She hands out water with straws so clients won't smudge their makeup. Some customers question her appearance, but Renee misunderstands their comments. One customer said, "What confused me when I walked into this place, honestly, is you." "I know, right?" Renee said. "You're not the only one, okay? People don't expect a girl sitting back here to just be so on the ball," the customer tried to explain. "That's not what..." But Renee kept going. "I know what it means to work hard, and I don't plan on coasting off the bennies of this face or this body. I'm going to bring it every day." Her confidence and outgoing attitude caught the attention of the CEO's younger brother. He was a player who had been with many women, but he had never met someone like Renee. She didn't notice he was watching her. She stayed focused on her work. One day, while handing out water, Renee accidentally knocked over a makeup kit that one of the managers was holding. As she bent down to pick it up, she noticed the brush was missing. Avery, the CEO, told her to stop searching and said, "There is no application brush." Instead of scolding Renee for interrupting, Avery asks why a makeup compact would even need a brush. Renee, coming from a working-class background, gives a smart answer. The company's luxury products don't include brushes because customers buy high-end ones separately. But the compact she dropped was meant for the budget line, targeting everyday women who apply makeup in their car mirrors. Renee said, "Regular girls put their blush on in the way to their crappy jobs. Hey, they're going to be pissed when they open up an $8.50 blush and they have no way they can use it." "That was very helpful, Renee." "Really?" Avery said. This small detail made the CEO, Avery, see Renee in a new light. At the same time, her love life also began to change. One day at the dry cleaners, a man behind her just asked which number she had. Renee misunderstood and thought he was trying to flirt with her. She didn't give him a chance to explain. She quickly offered to exchange phone numbers. Of course, the man didn't plan to call her, but Renee assumed he was too shy to talk to someone so beautiful. So, she decided to ask him out first. The man, curious, agreed to meet her. While they were out shopping, Renee noticed a bikini contest happening at a bar. Without hesitation, she rolled up her shorts and tied a t-shirt in a knot. The man looked shocked. "Wait, are you entering the bikini contest?" he asked. Renee went on stage. While the man stood there awkwardly, she gave a loud and confident self-introduction. She didn't try to copy the sexy poses of the other contestants. Instead, she danced in a way that was bold and full of energy. The dance mixed confidence and exaggeration. She turned the contest into a celebration of herself. The crowd responded with excitement. Unlike the others who tried to impress the audience, Renee showed her true self. Her energy affected her date too. In the following days, her honesty and courage, things beyond looks, changed how he understood beauty. The two of them quickly fell in love. CEO Avery often invited Renee to talk about the new product line. Renee always saw her as a superstar. But as they got closer, Renee realized that the CEO, Avery, who always seemed strong and confident, also struggled with anxiety about the sound of her own voice, just like Renee used to struggle with her body image. During their conversation, Avery explained her new product idea, but then stopped and said, "I sound like a total idiot." Renee said, "No, you don't." Avery said she felt lucky to have someone like Renee around. Renee was confused. Someone like me? Avery truly admired Renee's confidence and optimism. After inheriting the company from her grandmother, Avery had been walking on thin ice, always careful. Renee got invited to a family dinner. She sat face to face with Avery's grandmother and chatted easily. Her deep understanding of consumer needs impressed both grandmother and granddaughter. She was then invited to speak at the upcoming product launch event. If it went well, she would become the new product manager for the budget line. Everything seemed perfect, but that was just the beginning of a downfall. As Renee carefully prepared her speech in the hotel, Avery's younger brother knocked on the door. He was tall, handsome, and playful. He gently expressed his feelings without crossing any lines. Renee started to feel something for him. Just then, her boyfriend messaged her. That snapped her back to reality. She used a stomachache as an excuse and sent Avery's brother away. She turned on the shower to calm down. She hit her head on the doorframe while exiting the bathroom and lost consciousness. When she stepped out of the hot, steamy bathroom, something felt off. She had a bad feeling. Downstairs, the hotel mirror confirmed her fear. Her reflection no longer matched the person she believed she had become. No! No, no! It's gone. I'm back to being me. Renee couldn't face what had happened. She asked someone to give her speech notes to Avery. Then she bought a plane ticket and tried to escape. She was once again the same insecure and anxious woman from before. Avery sent a message inviting her to the rest of the product launch. Renee pretended not to see it. Her boyfriend called for a video chat. She didn't have the courage to show her face on camera. She slowly went to the restaurant where they had agreed to meet. After building up her courage, she still couldn't face him. She sent a text to say she couldn't come. Her boyfriend, sitting nearby, thought she was playing a flirty game. He walked over and pretended not to recognize her. "Are you alone?" he asked. The two of them started an awkward back and forth as if neither was saying what they really meant. Renee, using a forced voice, asked what he thought his girlfriend looked like. "She is pretty amazing, funny, smart, and the most beautiful girl in the world." It was supposed to be a heartfelt confession, but Renee didn't believe that the perfect girl her boyfriend described was anything like her current self. So she called him. Even though it hurt, she ended the relationship. Her boyfriend was completely confused and didn't understand what had just happened. Hoping to become that confident and perfect girl again, Renee went back to the gym and pushed herself hard on the spin bike. After a while, though, she realized the miracle she once experienced wasn't going to happen again. Before leaving, she saw a beautiful woman crying alone in the gym. Renee found out the woman had just been dumped and was feeling insecure and anxious. Surprisingly, this made Renee feel a little better. She comforted the woman, encouraged her, and helped her feel more confident. The woman's mood improved after talking to Renee. But when she mentioned that she had an interview at Avery's company to become the model for a new product, Renee panicked. Even though the woman was stunning, Renee knew she was the wrong fit for that particular product. Since Avery had always supported her, Renee made up her mind to help. On the day of the product launch, Avery stood on stage under the bright lights. Even though she felt insecure about her voice, she gave the opening speech in her soft, doll-like tone. Then Renee walked out onto the stage. She looked nervous, but stood firm. She asked the staff to show 2 photos on the screen. One of her as a glamorous and confident receptionist, and one of her in the basement doing customer service, looking awkward and unsure of herself. The difference between the 2 photos was huge, but both were real pictures of Renee. As she turned around and saw people whispering, she looked again and suddenly realized there wasn't actually any real difference between the two photos. There was no magic. That's me, she said. In that moment, Renee finally understood the truth. Her transformation had never been physical. She had just removed the mental limits she'd placed on herself. The real change was that she had allowed her true self to come out, the version of her that had always been there, buried under self-doubt. She no longer believed that beauty equals confidence. Renee gave a speech. When we're little girls, we have all the confidence in the world. We let our bellies hang out, we dance and play, and we pick our wedges without caring. Then someone says something mean to us on the playground. We grow up and we doubt ourselves over and over until we lose all that confidence. But what if we didn't let those moments break us? What if we were stronger than that? What if we didn't care how we looked or sounded? What if we never lost that little girl confidence? What if, when someone tells us we aren't good enough, thin enough, or pretty enough, we have the strength to say, what I am is better than all that. I'm me, and I'm proud to be me. We are real women, and what a great thing to be. Real, healthy, strong, funny, confident women. This new product line won't change your life. Only you can do that, and you can. But this line is for every girl who's ready to believe in herself. You are beautiful, you are everything, and you are the real face of this brand. The event was a big success. Avery finally received praise from her grandmother, but she gave all the credit to Renee. Her grandmother told her, if it weren't for you, Renee wouldn't be standing here now. But the girl they were talking about had something more important to do. Renee went to find her boyfriend. She explained everything that had happened. She said that people are always chasing the version of themselves that they think others want to see, but they forget who they really are. Renee had often felt ashamed of her body, and Avery had always doubted herself because of her childlike voice. In truth, everyone has their own beauty and worth. And that worth doesn't come from how others define us. It comes from our own kindness, confidence, and courage.